Hi, I'm Beth and I'm a pre and postnatal trainer, and today I'm going to be taking you through a full body workout. Now before we get started, please make sure you have checked with your GP or your midwife to make sure you are safe to train. Now in today's workout we're going to be using a bench or a chair and some dumbbells. It's really important to maintain your strength throughout your pregnancy, especially if you are already active, to help with your labour and when baby is here. So take this workout at your own pace, make sure you've got a drink and enjoy yourself. Alright guys, so our first exercise, we're going to start with either our hip width apart, or if you're a little bit further on in your pregnancy, you might want to come a tiny bit wider. We're going to do body weight good morning. So we're going to hinge back, really sit back towards those heels, feel your hamstring stretching out, and then you're going to come back up to standing. If you don't want to come all the way down, just come as far forward as is comfortable and coming back up to the top. I'll show you from the side. So again, feet as wide as you like, coming as far forward as feels comfortable, back up to standing. You're going to be here for 1 minute, so stay with me. Make sure you're breathing the whole way through, taking nice deep breaths. Okay guys, that is 45 seconds. You've got 15 seconds left. Just keep going at your own pace. You've got enough time for one more rep. And relax that there. Okay, moving on to your second exercise, you're going to need a pair of dumbbells if you have them for this one. Again, you're going to bring your feet as wide as feels comfortable. We're going to go into a dumbbell RDL. So, chest up, core nice and tight. Again, you're going to be hinging at the hips. So same movement again, coming as far forward as feels comfortable, coming back up to standing, taking nice deep breaths, hinging all the way back, coming back up to standing. Again, I'll show you from the side, as wide as you want with those feet, hinging back, up, nice and straight. We want to keep our shoulders back and our chest tall, keeping a nice straight back the whole time. Okay, you've got 20 seconds left, so carry on there. You want to feel your hamstrings stretching out on the way down and then drive your hips forwards at the top. Taking deep breaths, 2 more reps. And last one. Perfect guys, coming back up to the top. So if you ever need to take a drink of water, just grab one whenever you feel need to. Okay, so we're going to move on to a dumbbell shoulder press. So you either want to get yourself a bench, or if you're at home, grab yourself a chair. You're going to safely pick up your dumbbells and you're going to take a seat. You're going to pop your dumbbells on your knees. You're going to have your feet wherever is comfortable. Now if bump's getting in the way, you might want to come a tiny bit wider. Just depends how far along in your pregnancy you are. You're going to sit back so you're nice and secure, core nice and tight, and you're going to bring the dumbbells up to your shoulders. You're going to press up and over your head. Gently bring them back down to shoulder height. Again, coming up and above your head. Taking deep breaths as you go, making sure your core is nice and tight. Imagine you're pulling your belly button the whole way through towards your spine. Keep those feet firmly on the floor, drive those hips into the floor. Again, if you feel that your bump is slightly getting in the way, bring your feet a tiny bit wider. We're going to keep going with this for another 30 seconds. Make sure we're focusing on taking nice deep breaths as we go through the movement. Good, 15 seconds. Deep breath, enough time for 2 more. And last one, making sure that you're bringing the dumbbells safely back down to your knees before putting them on the floor. We are next going to be moving on to a single arm dumbbell row. So again, you're going to want something to lean on, whether it's a chair or if it is a bench. You're going to want to grab yourself 1 dumbbell. You're going to want to lean on your bench or your chair, and you're going to want a staggered stance. Now again, wherever along in your pregnancy you are, find a position that's comfortable for you. If you want a tiny bit wider, that's absolutely fine. Coming forward as far as feels comfortable, you're going to bring your elbow up towards the ceiling, fully extending all the way back down again. So coming all the way up and all the way down. Again, we're going to be here for 1 minute. Really squeeze that back at the top, ensuring we're taking nice deep breaths the whole time. We want to keep our core nice and tight, belly button the whole way through to your spine, and wherever bump feels comfortable is where we want to be. Good, guys. Still taking nice deep breaths for me. If at any point you need to come back up and take a breath and then return, that is absolutely fine. Just work at whatever pace is good for you. 15 seconds. Good, guys. Just 2 more reps. Deep breaths all the way to the end. Last one. And slowly coming back up, nice and safely. Okay, we're gonna go on to the other side now. So we're gonna change onto the other arm. Again, you wanna use your chair or your bench for support, and you're just gonna come forward as far as feels comfortable for you and bump. You're gonna, again, roll that elbow up towards the ceiling, coming all the way down. We wanna make sure we're nice and stable the whole time. So belly button all the way through till your spine is nice and tight, driving up and slowly lowering back down again. Again, we are here for 1 minute. If at any point you need to come up and take a breath, that's absolutely fine. Just join back in whenever you are ready. Really good, guys. Keep on breathing. If at any point you need a drink, good. 15 more seconds. You're nearly there. Still keeping that back nice and straight. Chest up, shoulders back. 1 more rep. And relax. Again, coming up nice and slowly and standing back before you put your dumbbell down. Okay, guys, we're now going to move on to a reverse lunge. So we want to get ourselves a bench or a chair for support. Again, you're either going to have your feet hip width apart or slightly wider if you need to for bump. You're going to be stepping back on your toes, dropping down towards the floor as low as you can, pushing up through your front heel, stepping back to the beginning. And we're going to keep repeating that for 1 minute. We want to make sure our chest stays up and our shoulders are back. Just go as low as you can. Wherever you are in your pregnancy, you'll find this slightly different. Just as low as you can, pushing up through that heel. We want to make sure we can feel tension in our quad on the way up. You're going to be here for 1 minute. Good, guys. Going at your own pace. There is no right or wrong speed. Looking good. 20 seconds to go. Staying on the same leg the whole time. Good, guys. 2 more reps. Then we're going to move on to the other side. Last one. Okay, so coming back to standing. If you need to take a second, have a drink, that's absolutely fine. We're going to move on to the other leg. So again, core tight, chest up, shoulders back. You're going to step back, drop that knee down, coming up and stepping in. We want to make sure we're holding on to our chair or bench the whole way through, just to keep your balance nice and secure. Just coming as low as you can with bump. Again, guys, 1 minute here. Taking deep breaths the whole way through. If at any point you need to take a break, that's absolutely fine. Just join back in whenever you are ready. Good, 15 seconds, you're nearly there. Deep breaths in. Okay, 2 more reps, you're nearly there. Perfect, 1 more. Again, coming back up nice and safely and standing your feet back together. We're now going to move on to a seated bicep curl. So again, you're going to take a seat on your bench or chair and you are going to need your 2 dumbbells back. We want to bring our dumbbells up to our knees to start with. Again, when you're sitting on the bench, you might need a slightly wider stance if bump is feeling a tiny bit uncomfortable. We're going to lean back and we're going to bring our dumbbells down to the side. Elbows tucked in, chest up, shoulders back. You're going to curl all the way to the top, fully extending those dumbbells all the way to the bottom. And again, all the way to the top, all the way to the bottom. Again, if you find bump is slightly getting in the way, we're just going to bring those dumbbells out a tiny bit wider. Still taking deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. Feet are nice and safely on the floor the whole time, pushing our heels into the ground. We're keeping our core tight. Good, 20 seconds. Again, guys, if you do need to take a break at any chance, that's absolutely fine. Just join back in whenever you're ready. You've got 10 seconds. Good, 2 more reps to finish off here. 1 more. Okay, we're gonna pop our dumbbells back down on the ground again before we get back up. We're gonna move into a standing dumbbell upright row. So we're gonna come back to standing, again, just as wide as you need with bump. Your dumbbells are gonna be at your side, chest is up, shoulders are back. You're gonna draw your elbows up towards the ceiling, squeezing at the top, slowly bringing them back down. Again, depending on how far along your pregnancy you are, you may wanna come a tiny bit wider with your dumbbells, just to give yourself enough room, really squeezing at the top. Deep breaths in and out. Really good, guys. Keep that core nice and tight. Belly button the whole way through to your spine. Drive those elbows up and down. Good, guys, nearly there. 15 seconds. Last few reps here. Breathing in and out. Core is still tight. 1 more rep. Okay, guys, you are gonna pop one of your dumbbells down and we're gonna keep the other one for our overhead tricep extension. So you want to make a diamond shape with your hand. Again, feet are hip width apart or a tiny bit wider and dumbbell is coming up and over your head. You're gonna keep your elbows close to your head, driving up and down. So slow on the way down, driving on the way up. Again, I'll show you a side profile. So we are coming down and all the way up. We want to keep our elbows tucked in, pushing up to the top through our triceps. We're going to stick with that for 1 minute. Keep that core tight, belly button all the way through to your spine. Good, guys, we want to keep that balance the whole time. If at any point you feel you're losing your balance, just give yourself a quick breather and then join back in. Really good, guys. 15 seconds, you're almost there. Just a few more reps, still taking those nice deep breaths. 1 last rep. And slowly bring that dumbbell back down and safely back onto the floor. Now that is round 1 of your workout complete. We're gonna repeat the same thing again. If you wanna grab yourself a drink, have a little rest and we'll jump straight back into it. Just remember, this is your workout. You can go at your own pace, making sure you're taking deep breaths the whole time, having a rest when needed and grabbing yourself a drink. Make sure you're making any modifications you need to for yourself and take it nice and slow. So we're gonna go back to the beginning again. So once you've had your drink, we're gonna go back to our good morning. So again, feet are hip width apart or slightly wider if you feel like bump needs a tiny bit more room. We're gonna keep our chest up, core tight. We're hinging our hips back and we're coming all the way back up to the top, squeezing the glutes. Again, my back is nice and straight the whole time and I can really feel my hamstrings stretching out. Again, 1 minute here, guys. I'll show you from the side one more time. So really hinging back, we want to feel our hamstring stretching out, driving up. We've got a soft knee. Just coming as far forward as you can. Deep breaths the whole time. Really good, guys. As far forward as feels comfortable for you. There is no right or wrong way for you to be moving. Good, just 10 more seconds. Just 2 more reps, then we'll move on to our dumbbell RDLs. Last one. Perfect, guys, coming back up nice and safely, and have a quick breather. We're gonna move on to our dumbbell RDLs again. So we're gonna grab our dumbbells and find that feet positioning that worked for you last time. Chest up, shoulders are back. We're gonna hinge down, bring those dumbbells down the fronts of your legs, standing up nice and straight. Again, 60 seconds of work here. Making sure that bump feels nice and comfortable. We're keeping a nice straight back. Core is tight. Just coming as far forward as feels comfortable for you. Hamstrings are stretching out. Glutes are squeezed at the top. Really good, guys. You are almost there. 15 seconds. Moving at your own pace. Just remember, this is your workout. 2 more reps. And 1. Okay, guys, we're gonna pop our dumbbells back down and we are gonna move into our seated shoulder press. So again, taking your seat on your bench or your chair, feet firmly planted on the floor, and we're gonna pick up our dumbbells one at a time. We wanna make sure that our core is nice and tight. We're gonna bring those dumbbells up to shoulder height and my back is pressed into the bench. Pushing up and together with those dumbbells, coming down, back to shoulder height again, nice and safely. If you feel you need to come a tiny bit wider with your feet, that's absolutely fine, whatever feels comfortable for you. Again, guys, we want to be taking nice deep breaths the whole time and keeping our core tight, belly button the whole way through to our spine. Really good, guys. 20 seconds here. Good, 2 more reps. And last one. Slowly bring those dumbbells back to your knees and again popping them on the ground one at a time. We're now going to move on to our single arm bent over row. So again, you're using your chair or your bench and you're going to need 1 dumbbell. So nice and safely holding onto that bench, and we've got our staggered stance. Slightly leaning forward, you are driving your elbow all the way up towards the ceiling and fully extending down. Chest is up, shoulders back. So we're maintaining that nice straight back the whole time. Really squeeze that back at the top. Again, just come as far forward as feels comfortable for you and bump. If you need to be a tiny bit more upright, that is absolutely fine. Really good, guys. Keep those feet nice, stable on the ground. If you need to come up for a breather, that's absolutely fine. Just join back in whenever you're ready. Good, guys. Just 2 more reps on this side. And 1. And slowly stand yourselves back up. We're going to come onto the other side now. So exactly the same move for the other side. So again, staggering our stance, holding onto that bench nice and safely, and tipping forwards as far as feels comfortable. Squeezing that elbow up and all the way down. Really good work, guys. Again, this is your workout. Just work at your own pace. Taking deep breaths and rests where is needed. You've got 20 seconds here. Just get as many reps as you feel comfortable doing. Really good, guys. Just 2 more reps for me. Squeeze that elbow all the way up. And 1 more. Perfect, and relax out there. Standing back up and popping our dumbbell back on the ground. We are going back onto our reverse lunges. So again, you're gonna hold onto your chair or your bench. Feet as wide as feels comfortable, so hip width or a tiny bit wider. We wanna keep our core tight, our chest up. We're stepping back on those toes, dropping into that knee, standing back tall. You're staying on the same leg for 1 minute, nice and low, all the way up, stepping in. We wanna keep our chest lifted the whole time. Really good, guys. Keeping tension in that front quad. And we want to stay our core braced the whole way through. Really good, guys. 15 seconds. Staying on the same leg. Enough time for 1 more rep on this side. Stepping back forwards, and you're going to change onto the other leg. So staying holding onto that bench, stepping back, down, up, and in. We're taking deep breaths. Keep that chest up, drop down, tension in that front quad. We're just going as low as we feel comfortable in this lunge. Really good, guys. If you feel bump is starting to get in the way slightly, we just want to come not as low, wherever feels comfortable, stepping back up and in. 15 seconds. Perfect. 1 more rep. Amazing work, guys. Standing back nice and tall. We're going to move on to our dumbbell bicep curl. So we're going to sit back onto our bench again. We want to keep our feet firmly planted on the ground, picking our dumbbells up 1 at a time. Again, if bump is starting to get in the way slightly, we want a slightly wider stance. We're going to have our dumbbells down to our sides and our elbows pinned in. We're curling our dumbbells all the way to the top, slowly bringing them all the way back down to the bottom, fully extending, and then we go again. Keep that core braced, sitting up nice and tall. Really good, guys. If at any point we just need to pop our dumbbells back on and have a breather, that's absolutely fine. Join straight back in whenever you're ready. Good, guys. 10 seconds here. Then we're going to be going back into our dumbbell upright rows. 2 more. Perfect, last one. Good, guys. Okay, fully extending, popping those dumbbells down 1 at a time. Now into our dumbbell upright row. So we're going to stand back up. We are going to have our feet either hip width apart or slightly wider, whatever is comfortable for you and bump. Chest is up, core is tight. We are driving our elbows up towards the ceiling, squeeze at the top, fully bringing them all the way back down to the bottom. Deep breaths in and out. Good, okay, I'll show you from the side. So again, standing up nice and straight, drawing those elbows up and down. Core is nice and tight, belly button the whole way through to your spine, keeping you nice and stable. Good, guys, 20 seconds to go. Keep on moving with me. Really good, guys, 10 seconds. Then we'll move on to our overhead tricep extension. Last one. Perfect, guys. Okay, you're gonna be popping one of your dumbbells down and keeping the other one. Again, feet hip width apart or slightly wider, whatever is comfortable for you. We're making that diamond shape with our hand and we're bringing that dumbbell up and over our head. Elbows pinned in, all the way down, pressing that dumbbell up and over your head, nice and safely at your own pace. Again, I'll show you from the side, coming down and all the way up. I have a soft knee to keep me nice and stable. My feet are firmly placed on the ground, driving up through that dumbbell. You've got 20 seconds, you're almost there. Really good, guys. Deep breaths for 10 seconds. Enough time for 2 more reps. And last one. Perfect, guys. Slowly bring that dumbbell back down to the ground and relax that there. And you are all done, guys. Absolutely smashed it. Really, really good job today. There are more prenatal workouts on our YouTube channel if you do want to follow along with those. Make sure you have a nice drink of water and a rest to finish off. Well done.